here to share myself with y'all, and I hope that you accept what I have to give with open arms, I'll start off by saying our mouth determines a lot when it comes to our emotions, whether you know it or not, If you observe yourself when you're angry, or if you observe yourself when you're in maybe anxiety or deep thought, just pay close attention to how people carry their mouths, It's quite often that you see if somebody's angry, they might clench their teeth and maybe close their mouth, or if somebody's sick, or if somebody's sad, they might close their mouth and frown it a little bit, and it's just, or if somebody's happy, they will smile, it's just, your emotions, your mouth plays a very crucial part in your emotions. So today, I wanna share with y'all a trick you can play. It's gonna help you receive and reclaim some of your sovereignty back, because we're living in a society where we have so many things that steer us emotionally. We need a way to gain control again. And today I'll share with you a little method that will help you gain control of your mind. It will instantly obliterate any type of emotion, and it's going to allow you to gain a feeling of calmness, So let me give you the breakdown of this. Your body has so many meridians. There's meridians all around my body, and they connect at one place. Not just one place, but one of the main places that they connect is here at your heart. And the manifestation of the energy here at my heart is my tongue. The tip of your tongue is basically the intersection of all the meridians in your body. And in yoga and other ancient teachings, they preach about the power of the tip of your tongue, the power of diverting your tongue inwards into the heavens. And they also preach about how sacred the tongue is in our society. They don't preach how sacred the tongue is. They want you to taste highly stimulating foods. They want you to use your tongue in the wrong way, Now, your mind is connected to your mouth in so many different ways. It's crazy, And there is always a current of energy being expelled out the mouth, being expelled out. Like right now, me standing, me talking, me breathing, there's always an energy being pushed out. There's always an energy at my tip of my tongue that is emitting a form of energy. And my emotions are in this flow of energy coming out my mouth at all times. It happens for all people, Basically, it's like this. It's like this. This energy needs an outlet, A lot of people have emotions in them that they've been holding on to, or they just don't know how to let it out. For example, if you observe anybody that is sad or annoyed or angry, there is a very, very, very good chance that they're leaving their mouth closed. And what that means is this energy that I'm talking about that's constantly being expelled out your mouth, if you leave your mouth closed, you keep that tension inside. And it prevents you from moving past that emotional state, you tend to hold on to this emotional state longer than you should, you know. So this is where my method comes into play. The key to having a calm mind, the key to having an alert mind as well, because believe it or not, when you close your mouth, you basically stop your mind. You basically you close your mind when you have a closed mouth. A closed mind is really a closed mouth. If I'm talking to you, and if you don't agree with what I'm saying, you will instantly close off by closing your mouth, maybe, you know. Just observe people and see the many reasons why they close their mouth. And basically what I'm saying is, it is very vital that you get into the habit of leaving your mouth open, you know, because in this society, I've been raised in this society, I often heard that they'll often make fun of you if you leave your mouth open. Like, why you got your mouth open? Close your mouth and stuff like that. But it's healthy for us to leave our mouths open, for there to be a free, for the energy to be free to leave our body, to be free to be expelled out our body, you know. So try it one day. Next time that you're angry, or next time you have an emotion that you want to get past, leave your mouth open. Make that be your default position, because by you leaving your mouth open, you allow your mind to open up. Your senses are now open. You are now alert. But if you close your mouth, you're closing yourself off from, you know, so many different elements. And most of the time, people close their mouth, close their arms, and might think about something that annoys them. And, you know, this is not helping them at all. It's not helping the energy flow. It's actually entrapping that emotion inside of them. But if they do the opposite, which is open up with their arms and open their mouth up, soon the energy would just pass away. Now, it's not just open your mouth. There's also something you need to do with your tongue. You need to gently place the tongue at the tip of the roof. You need to place the tip of the tongue at the roof of your mouth, maybe about an inch or two behind. You should just feel a point that seems natural, because it comes to my conclusion that's different for all people, you know. So just find that spot, you know. It's on the roof of your tongue where it just feels natural for you. All stress, all anxiety, any type of emotion, it all means one thing, you know. It all means one thing. Basically, if you feel any type of anxiety or any type of agitation, it means that you're using predominantly one side of your brain, you know. It's impossible to feel anger if you're using both sides of your brain. It's often that an individual will get caught up in one side of their brain, and that's basically the cause of all these problems. The society, the system, our environment tends to put us in an unnatural way of life, and it stops us from having a holistic way of living. We often neglect one side of our brains and overstimulate the other. So, the secret to having a calm mind, the secret to being happy, the secret to being cool is having balance. And balance, you need to have a balance between both hemispheres in your brain. And that's where your tongue comes into play. By centering your tongue on the top of your roof of your mouth, you create a center point. Because remember, your tongue is the intersection of all the meridians. If you place your tongue on top of your roof, you're creating a center point, and you're actually encouraging the synchronicity of both sides of your brain. So if I was to feel angry now, or if I was to feel fear, All I would have to do to get past that emotional state and to encourage balance in my head and my mind, all I have to do is first open up, and you do this simply by opening your mouth and place your tongue on the top of your roof, and boom, you're clear, you're open, you're alert. This should be your default in any interaction. Always leave your mouth open. Always have the roof, the tip of your tongue touching the roof, and be balanced. This is all you need to do. This will strengthen your immune system. This will help you be calm in so many situations, and it strengthens your thymus gland. You need to do this more often. In fact, I even feel as though humans, this is the natural position that we should keep our tongues. It should always have contact with the roof of our mouths because of the fact that by just doing this simple gesture, you balance both sides of your brain. So I'm back again, folks. I know it's been a while, but I've been inspired to make more videos, and I will stay committed to that, and I'll definitely make more videos. So to sum it all up, avoid the practice of closing your mouth. It's actually not what you think it is. Closing your mouth is actually kind of detrimental because it stops the energy flow of being expelled from your body. It makes your nose have to work harder. Because that's another thing. A lot of people that engage in physical exercise, like joggers, I often find people jogging with their mouth closed, and that's actually detrimental. Your mouth needs to remain open so your body can have a helping hand. It can have more access to oxygen, to the elements in the air. You don't have to breathe in through your mouth, but just leave it open. You need to leave your mouth open. Your body needs that extra help. So just try it. If you have any physical activity, leave your mouth open during the activity, and just see how it becomes a different experience. So avoid closing your mouth, and I definitely encourage you to practice keeping your mouth open at all times, because an open mouth is an open mind. An open mind is more alert, more calm, more open to new things, more engaged. A closed mouth is a closed mind. A closed mind holds on to emotions and holds on to things that doesn't help them. Stay open, guys. Open your mouth and enjoy this technique. I love you guys, and until next time, peace.